Hey guys, I'm Nick. This video, I'll be showing you guys what's in my backpack when I come down to the fort. Before I start this, I want to let you guys know that there are links to all of these products in the description below. There's timestamps to the videos if you want to skip to a certain part. This gear is just for when I'm going down to the fort for a day. So there's no overnight gear. There's also a link to this backpack in the description below. And in the iCard right here, I made a video of it a couple years ago. Everything's laid out right here. This is pretty much all the gear I bring that's stuffed in my backpack. It's really not that much now that I look at it. So I'm gonna start here with all the sharp stuff and then we'll go to the utilities after. So first up is this 3-in-1 shovel. Pretty sharp shovel right here. Nice blade right here. And then a pickaxe right here. It's a nice shovel. Really compact. Highly recommend. This is my main saw right here. It's the Boreal 21 folding saw. It is definitely my go-to saw. It's so reliable and durable. I had this for a couple of years now and it has not failed me yet. Some more saws. I have this Bako Laplander, which I've also had for about 4 or 5 years now. I have this Camelus saw, which is kind of just like a backup in case I need it. Chances are I won't need this, but just in case I have it. I have 2 axes. First one's a Camelus one, which I got in a 3-pack with the saw and a knife I'm about to show you. Really slim, really tiny. Next, I have this really nice S-Wing hatchet that my grandpa gave me. This is my first heavy duty one. As you can see, it's a lot thicker than the other one. I have this Moore knife that I got off of Amazon that is extremely sharp and extremely cheap. Lastly, for my knives, I have this Camelus knife, just in case. I use that for splitting wood because it's much more thick up top here than the Moore knife. So that's it for my main cutting stuff. Before I get into these utilities, I want to go over some of the miscellaneous stuff I have. So I have some hand warmers because you never know when you'll need them. I got fire starters. I used this in one of my videos when I couldn't really get a fire going. And lastly, I have this survival tool. There's a whole bunch of SOS signals on here. There's a whistle right here, compass at the top, and on the inside, we got a nice little sparky thing. So that's it for the miscellaneous. Now we're on to this right side. So with paracord, I have this survivor cord, which I haven't used yet, but I had for a while. It's basically like a 7-in-1. There's fishing line in it, a bunch of other useful cords. But this is kind of my backup. When I really need paracord, I'll use it, but for right now I don't. Then I have this Tarburn twine. I forgot exactly what it's called. And I got this flashlight that zooms in and out. Had this for a while too. Needs new batteries, but gets the job done. I've got this air horn, just in case there's a bear. So for my cooking utensils, I obviously have this spoon I made. I carved it a couple of videos ago. You can check it out right up here. Also made these chopsticks for a short. It's also right up here. I also have this multi-tool. Has a knife, spoon, and a fork, and a bottle opener. I also have these plastic spoons and forks just as another backup. Also has a serrated edge up top. I also got this canteen. It's a 2-in-1. So I can boil water in here, put the water in here. And the handle is actually pretty cool. A nice handle. Yeah, gets the job done. In terms of fire, this is my main ferro rod. Got magnesium here, and then the spark itself. This is really solid, about 30 bucks for that feather stick, but it's incredibly durable. I also got these Wells Lament gloves, which I made a couple of videos on. Really reliable and durable. Bought these in a 3-pair, and I'm still on my first one after a couple of years. I also got a little kneeling pad. It's really useful, really helpful when I'm making a fire and I'm kneeling for a little bit. Stole this from my uncle, but it doesn't bother him none. So that's pretty much it for all my bushcraft gear I use. I've accumulated all of this over the past 4 to 5 years. So I didn't buy this all at once, and over time I've just slowly got more and more. But gear is gear, so the more expensive you buy your gear, probably the more durable it's gonna be. But there's a lot of good gear out there that's really cheap and it'll last a long time. There's nothing wrong with buying gear from Walmart or a big retailer. You don't have to buy it in the specialized shops that they charge a lot for. So almost half of this gear I've got was from Walmart or Amazon for pretty cheap. So like I said, the link's in the description below. If you want to buy any of this stuff, I highly recommend it. This gear is really good for just coming to the fort for a day, couple hours, and just getting some work done. No camping, no overnighter, but this stuff will also hold just as well in there. In the future, when I get more gear for camping and cooking, I'll make a separate video on that. Also, be on the lookout for a camera gear video because I have a bunch of camera gear and I will definitely be showing that off in a future video. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed all my bushcraft gear, and I will see you guys next week for my camera gear video. See ya.